A journey of 1,000 words begins here at AM 1050 KCAA.
Coming up next, Sin Censura, the Three Guys Rant.
Come one, come all to the greatest show on earth with three of the world wonders. The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
News, politics, escándalo, sports, current events, all things worth ranting about, and much more. These tres gorditos will blow your mind. All right, we're back, and the engineer just gave me the finger a second too late. This is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. For everybody that hears us on KCAA 1050 AM, KMET 1490 AM, GCN, which is Genesis Communication Networks, and of course iRant Radio. If you want to talk to us, call in at 855-693-GUYS, and again 855-693-GUYS. And I just want to give a shout out to our show sponsor for this show, Mucho Macho Michelada. You know, the weekend's just coming ahead, and for all you gentlemen out there that still need a Valentine's Day present, what's better than giving your lady a michelada? Be prepared, because it's spicy.
It'll burn coming in and going out.
Yeah, I don't. Whoa! That can be taken so many different ways because this is Valentine's. But again, just make sure to check them out. Mucho Macho Michelada. Go to their website, muchomachomichelada.com. You won't disappoint. Make sure to say hi to Sancho and Pancho and let us know where in the world you've seen them today. So, Mikey, I got a chip on my shoulder.
Really? I thought that was dandruff, but okay.
Yeah, that was. But I don't know
What's
how you
up?
feel. I'm going to get right into it. The whole Kanye thing. I used to like his music. Hopefully, we don't get the FCC calling in on this one. But since he got up on stage with Taylor Swift, when she was 15 at the time, I thought he was a douche.
He was.
He went downhill immediately for me at that point. I've never purchased any more music. It's rare for me to even play any of his music. The whole thing with Kim didn't really help. It just seems like he's kind of a control
What,
freak.
are you jealous or what?
No. It just seems like there's way too many control issues for me with that guy over there. But nonetheless, you know, it was still tolerable. But after this past weekend, the guy's just dead to me. It's beyond ridiculous what he did. I know he tried to play it off afterwards as it was just a joke. I don't know if you noticed or if you've seen it, but the guy that signs his check, Jay-Z, he had the look of disgust. He's like, please don't do it again, as he was going up there. He's even up there. You could read his lips saying, no, don't do it. No. And he's even started shaking his head. And when he kind of just turns around and walks away, it was like a sigh of relief. So it's, I don't know if he thinks that if he kisses Beyonce's butt more, that it's going to do something for his career with Jay-Z. I just don't get it, because both times he's gone up on stage, he always throws Beyonce into the mix that she should have won.
Well, yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, I don't think Beyonce needs anybody fighting her battles.
Right.
She can do it on her own. Plus, she's got Jay-Z,
Right.
who's got her back. But, I mean, as far as Kanye goes, to me, he's always been a douche.
You've never liked him.
He's an a-hole. He thinks he is God. He thinks
Yeah, but we just found that out recently.
he thinks that he
Is that Kanye
No.
calling you now?
he thinks that he's the only one who apparently can determine what talent is and what an artist is. You know, it doesn't matter who chooses these people. They're always wrong. He's right. And, you know, these guys are not artists. He is the ultimate artist. But
When was the last time he won an award?
I can't remember. He's won some Grammys.
I know he's
got
won.
like 21 of them.
Something like that. I know it was like 21, 22 awards.
Right.
So I know that he's won them. But has he ever given one away or said, here, Beyonce, here, Jay-Z, take my award. You deserve it. I should not have won this award. There's somebody out there better than me. I've never seen him do it.
He's an idiot, man. To me, he's the ultimate moron.
Right.
I think he got married with Kim. It's just a convenience. It's a publicity
Right.
stunt. It's all about business.
Who do you think was the bigger star in that relationship?
Who's the biggest what?
Who's the bigger star? Kanye or Kim? Or Kim Ye?
Well, I think it depends on who you're talking to, but it almost seems like she is. because she's talked about more than him. The only time he's talked about is when he pulls one of these stunts.
Right.
Okay, so maybe that's it. He's just looking for attention, you know?
Well, again, I don't know if you noticed, but he tried to backpedal. He said it was a big joke, but then E did the after party, after
Right.
hours on E or whatever it might be. And again, that's going to be taken completely wrong. No, you shouldn't be doing E after hours. But then he just dug into back and just started bashing him that there is no care for the craft, that there is no nothing, that they're just giving awards to anybody, that he's basically a nobody, who listens to his music, on and on and on. And I mean, he was really serious, and at the end, it goes on for a good 10, 12, 15 minutes, and then at the end, that's why I kind of agree with you, because he goes, look, here's my wife, here's Kim, look at how hot she looks, this is what she's wearing, all about fashion, on and on and on and on, to the point to where, I mean, we've had microphones in here that have had sponsors or station branding right on the mic, to where he was making the show host take off the little cube that goes on the microphone and says, you know what, screw E. And just kept going on with it. And I'm like, really? How much money has your wife made off of the E network for him to be doing that? So I got to say, the Kardashians are a powerhouse, but I would almost have to say that somebody over at E has to have some kind of reaction to what happened.
Like I said, I mean, look, the guy is just a complete moron, man. I got no respect for the man. I think somebody should just punch him in the mouth. I don't know why. If I was Beck and I was there and I see him coming, I would have grabbed the Grammy and I would have just crashed it into his forehead, dropped his
But
ass.
see, that's the difference.
For being a freaking moron.
He's a humble guy. He's a very humble guy.
And that's the thing. That's what I was getting at. Beck is a very humble guy, and if you want to talk about artistry,
I say Beck is pretty huge.
He's very huge. But the other thing was this album that Beck put out. It was all written by him. It was produced by him. It was performed by him.
Didn't he finish the whole album like in 6 months?
Right.
It was all album him. Took like a year and a half with like 100 people behind the album.
Yeah, there was like 200 technical, producers and mixers and engineers, and she employed probably 600 people to put her album out. Beck does it on his own.
Did the album?
He's not an artist. She is.
Is the album even profitable with that many people involved? I mean, how many albums do you have to sell to make your money back on that expense?
I'm not sure at that point, but it's just. I don't know. Man.
Well,
Kanye would do us all a favor if he just ate a bullet.
It's funny that you say someone should punch him in the mouth, because I don't know if you've heard about this. New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Recent Super Bowl champ. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
Cornerback Brandon Browner says he wishes he would have been Beck for that night, because Kanye would have gone home that day trying to accept an award, basically with his jaw completely broken.
Yep.
So it's and I know he was trying to be very politically correct, but he basically said Kanye's a sucker, and he's lucky that he wasn't there, because he would have put him in his place and dropped him on his beep. So, Brandon Browner, I say you go looking for him, man. We should start a Kickstarter campaign just to fly him out to wherever Kanye's at.
I don't think he needs the money. I'm pretty
That's
sure
besides
he
the
can fly
point. That's
himself
besides the
wherever-
point, because I guarantee
I
you people
agree.
would want to contribute to some kind of campaign.
If there's people that celebrities that I think should be put on their place, I would start with Kanye, and the very close second would be Justin Bieber. Why somebody hasn't kicked his little white ass all over the place yet, I don't understand. Seriously.
Well, kicked him up and down the street hasn't happened, but I know he's been slapped and backhanded.
Yeah, but
supposedly, I think Orlando Bloom slapped him in a club.
Yeah, I think that was overblown, man. I just want to see him with his mouth wired shut.
Either one of them?
Both of them.
Well, Kanye had his mouth wired shut at the very beginning of his career from a car accident or whatnot. But yeah, Brandon Browner said he'd be more than happy to do it again. Again, I don't know where. I'd like to know what store Kanye walked into to buy those. I mean, that's a big set of balls. I want to know what store he went to buy them, because I want to go to that store and get some.
The dude's got problems, mental issues.
Well, I don't. Again, it right before the show started, I was looking into it, and it says that the reason why he did it is because of the voices in his head. So now he's
only I get to use that excuse. Damn it!
He's saying it. So again, this is the Three Guys Rant. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bros Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's irantradio.com or Mo's Bros Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the three guys rant. Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
All right, welcome back. Okay, this is a Three Guys Rant. You want to call in? Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS. Again, 855-69-3-GUYS. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them at The Three Guys Rant. Again, The Three Guys Rant. I actually just got a tweet right now from an Andrew that listens to us at DM Narc out of New England, the Clam Chowder Power Hour. He's asking, hey, there's usually 3 doorknobs. I only see 2.
Oh, no. If you look right behind me at that door, that's the third one. Andrew, okay? Seriously. Don't be a moron. Okay? Look.
Well, that would just technically be 1 doorknob in the room. I'm just saying.
Yes.
So should we explain where the third
the third doorknob is still on vacation, man. He's out floating somewhere out at sea.
Wait. Is he the ship and people are on him? Is
No,
that what you're saying?
he's actually on a ship. Yeah, let me clarify. I don't want people to think that he got flushed out to sea or something like that. Yeah, he's on vacation. A very well earned vacation, so he'll be back.
Whoa!
Next week.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's an opinion. I gotta say, that's if he stays out there any longer, he's gonna sink the ship, or we're gonna be calling it Titanic too.
Yep.
So, you know what, staying on the whole, I don't want to talk about technically the Kardashians directly or not, but the whole thing with Bruce Jenner. I know he's been in the news a lot, and it's funny because my understanding, and again, I'm not in the house when they have the conversation, but my understanding is he left the show because he wanted to try to resume a normal life.
Right.
And I got to say, since he's left the show, he's probably been in the news more than he was the whole time he was on the show. I know first with the whole thing that he wants to be a woman, I think he's already had the initial surgical operations. I know he's had his Adam's apple removed. I don't know if he started.
Really? I didn't know he'd gone that far already.
I think he did. And I think he's already started the hormone treatments. Most recently, he was involved in an accident to where somebody actually died. Now, I don't know the whole detail of it, but from my understanding, he was the very last car in the accident. And basically the car that he hit that was in front of him, he hit him so hard that car went into oncoming traffic, and that person died at the scene. Now, originally the Jenner household, the Kardashians, said that he was running from paparazzi. That's why he was in an accident and he was just trying to go about his business and happened to hit somebody. Turns out that there was no paparazzi. Now there's a video that I think surfaced today.
Yeah, but it exonerates him. It wasn't his fault.
Have they gotten that far? Because I
yeah.
know that they said that there was a Prius in question, and I guess the Prius left.
No, I saw a report that's saying that the video will exonerate him.
See,
There
now-
was no drugs or alcohol in his system.
For anybody that's listening to our sweet, sweet, sultry voices right now, make sure to check out the3guysrant.com. Click on the listen or live button now, and you can actually see everything we're talking about through the stream. You can actually see pictures of the car that was where the lady actually died. I mean, that is a horrible. There is no front end.
Right.
The car starts at the driver door. That's how bad this car was hit with oncoming traffic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, he wasn't hurt, and there was also news that he's moving forward with his documentary or his docu-series on his transformation.
Do you think that's why he left? I'm wondering what they're going to pay him for that, and I'm wondering what kind of pull it'll have compared to Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Well, I'm wondering if any of the Kardashians will make appearances there.
Oh, I guarantee you they will.
You know.
See, I mean, again, he's not a fat man, but it looks like he's got some man boobs going on there.
Who cares? What is it? Are you fascinated by him now? Are you
No.
gonna? Yeah, I think
No,
you
no.
are. I think you are.
No.
I think you are.
Uh-uh.
Anyways, so
Best of luck to him.
yeah.
So, all right. So, what do you got then? Since you don't want to talk about Kim K's booty,
We weren't talking about that. and I, like I said last week, if he uses her booty to shape his, you know what?
there isn't enough.
Things
fat,
will be promising.
There isn't enough fat in the world to give that man a Kim K booty, man.
Well, you never know, man. So, the movie 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. It's coming out. Is it Friday or is it going to be on actually Valentine's Day?
That is what you said the first time around.
I know.
What you think you said?
But
I think you're coming down with the missiles.
I'm telling you, I'm not feeling well. But
You got the missiles.
I'm here. It comes out this weekend.
It comes out this weekend. My guess is it'll probably be on Friday, but I know a lot of theaters are picking up movies earlier and earlier.
So
The engineer's giving me some kind of sign, so I think it's going to be early.
So then, by now, most people know what the book is about.
I really don't, but
it's
continue.
about sex, but it's more about bondage and domination and that kind of.
Have you read the book?
No, but
Have you heard the audiobook?
No, but I've read snippets on the news or whatever. So, how would you feel if you are a parent of a child that goes to a middle school in Pennsylvania?
Wow, this is a very specific question.
And they are given puzzles that are based on the movie.
Please give me an example of what this
word puzzles to solve. And
this has nothing to do with the color gray. This is
so basically they had to find find the words, and some of the words were spanking, submissive, leather cuffs, bondage, and other words that we cannot say on air. But this were,
look at this.
this were
I don't even think we can describe some of the memes that our engineers putting up. You just have
middle
to be watching.
school kids were given this puzzles, and then what's funny is that nobody at the school district knows how it happened, how they got to the classroom, how they were distributed.
That's BS.
Right. So
Who brought them in? So you're saying that
they're under investigation. They're investigating now.
Who brought them into the classroom? It must have been the teacher. Where did she get them from?
Somebody. But it was funny because then a couple of the kids actually took them home, and that's how the parents got involved.
How old are we talking about? Like 12, 13-year-old kids?
Well, that's the thing. They didn't specify age, but it's middle school, so you're talking
right
around there. Yeah, I think 12 and younger.
Yeah, I have a problem with it. Because that's going to bring up a lot of questions.
Yeah, it is going to bring up a lot of questions. But you know what?
What if it was in high school?
Oh, high school it would have been okay, man.
You'd be okay with it?
Dude, there's a high school
Oh, you know what? That's awesome. I was going to ask if we can actually get the word search, and this is it.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey word search. Monison Middle School. Can we print that out? I want to try this.
Yeah, I'm sure we can print it out.
All right, we're gonna have to get this.
We'll put it on our site so people can download it and do the word search.
That is a phenomenal word, and there's a lot of words that have already been actually blocked out.
Yeah.
So they must be bad.
Yes, we cannot say them on air. But speaking of, since we're talking about kids too, do you watch Little League games when they do the Little League World
Like
Series?
the World Series,
Yeah.
like Monet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them.
You know what?
I've been to some of them, but yes, I've seen them.
I gotta admit, every time they're on and I'm flipping through the channels and I find it, I will watch the games because they're very interesting.
It's more interesting than I think
Major League Baseball. Yeah, we'll get back to that after the break. You listen to the Three Guys Rant.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bro Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's iRantRadio.com or Mo's Bro Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
ProTech Carpet and Tile Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. We aren't just cleaning experts, we are restoration experts. We have saved our customers hundreds or even thousands of dollars on new flooring and upholstery expenses after we restored what they thought was permanent soil and damage. We are professionally trained and certified technicians. We specialize in damage restoration caused by heavy soil, odor, spot removal such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, oil, paint, nail polish, and many more. If you want the best in home cleaning and professional services, call us today at 562-447-4300. We are ProTech.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford, and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
This is a Three Guys Rant. Welcome back again. Call us at 855-693 guys. Again, 855-693 guys. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the Three Guys Rant. And I got to say, social media can be great, but it can also be a little harsh. I just got a message from Jackie that listens to us out of Seattle on GCN. Says, "Are you guys really that stupid? It's not memes, it's memes."
Jackie, you should remember the one who was saying that is
Phil. It was Phil.
Is moral number one, Arvin, and he's just so you know, Jackie, he says that all the time, all day long, whenever he sees a meme.
Is it not spelled M-E-M-E?
So
that says
and I just why am I going to
me.
correct him? He's so happy when he's talking about his memes.
You know
the last time I seen him this happy, he was talking about his tutus. So
and my tatascope.
So you know.
Hey, it says MEME. Why would it not say memes?
Because it's the English language,
And then I
and
got
its
to
rules don't apply apparently.
Hey, tell that to Rick and Ricardo. It should be pronounced the way it's spelled.
Go on, please.
What does that say? Impossible.
It should have been. If that's a kid, it should be.
That's impossible.
Anyways, so we're talking about the Little League games. You know, the World Series of Little League. That some of the games are more exciting than Major League Baseball. So,
But you know,
I do watch it.
Again, maybe it's just me, but I think any sport that's not at a degree of being a professional sport, I think is more entertaining than the professional sport.
Okay.
Maybe it's because of the contracts, maybe it's because of the dollars, maybe because at that point you're so comfortable that as long as you're on the field and don't have a broken leg, the check just shows up every week. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe once they're at that level, they're more careful with their bodies just to make sure that the check keeps coming in for the next 10 years.
All right. We're talking Little League now. Can we go back to Little League?
Let's go back. And once you're in Little League, you're still hungry. You're still trying to win that championship.
So last year, the U.S. Championship went to the Chicago team, right? That is based in Jackie Robinson West. Okay.
Are we talking about baseball or softball?
No, baseball.
Okay.
Little League baseball. So they had a tremendous team, by the way, and it was very exciting to watch these kids play. And they took the championship. Well, now their title has been taken away from them.
Right.
Because there were.
Oh, so not even by another team. They got taken away.
No. By Little League.
Were they on Little League steroids?
No, they weren't on steroids. But what they were doing what politicians do, like gerrymandering. Basically, they had boundaries of the area that the kids have to reside to be able to play for that specific team.
They brought in ringers?
Right. They expanded their areas to be able to grab different kids that were really good.
So as opposed to being round, it's just odd shape, kind of starfish looking thing?
Just kind of like a congressional map. If you look at a congressional map, that's what they try to pull.
But wouldn't that have been up to the league as a whole and not the individual team?
No, because there's a league administrator that supervises these things, but apparently he kind of went along with it. Okay, so now they took the team's title. The coach is no longer able to ever be associated with any Little League team,
right?
And that administrator was fired. Okay, but to me, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, wait a minute, they were still kids. Okay, so it's not like they were playing, 18-year-olds that look like they were 12.
Okay, but maybe those kids are supposed to be on the other team that should have won the tournament.
The kids had really nothing to do with it. So,
I'm sure
I understand they got to correct it, but at the same time, they should have just went after the adults.
How far out of the area do we know? Did
say
they
how far.
go like 55 miles down the road to
I don't
get
think
somebody?
it was that far, but it doesn't really specify. But they claim that because of what they did, they in essence created a super team. Because these kids were awesome.
Is that not what the Yankees are?
Right.
I mean, does nobody complain about the New York Yankees? I know we're talking about Major League, but that's a super team, and it's been a super team for years.
So,
and what's the reason behind that? Because there is
the money they spend.
So again, if they're going to do that, they should do that across the board with everybody. That the San Diego Padres should be within the same vicinity of the New York Yankees.
No, because when you're talking that level, you're talking about the market that they play in. The San Diego market is not as lucrative as the New York market.
That should be relevant, man. The playing field should be level. Otherwise, the San Diego Padres are never going to be in contention for a World Series.
Okay.
And you're okay with that?
No, but that's the way the model is set up.
I don't see the NFL being set up that way.
So I still think that they shouldn't have taken this title from the kids, and so now the title was awarded to a Las Vegas team.
Where was the team from that lost?
Chicago. So now, how do you feel if you're the kids that just got awarded it because you didn't really win? You didn't really win it.
The word is awarded, but please continue.
Okay. Do we have a Mimi for that? So, anyways,
that's impossible.
You know what? That's gonna be your new name, Mimi. So, I don't get it, man. To me, they punished the kids for no reason. They should have went after the adults. They were the ones who manipulated the system.
What age were the
You know,
kids?
I believe they're.
You
I
believe
think
you have it
it's-
in
no,
front
I
of
think
you.
it's between 10 to 12, somewhere in there.
Uh,
So just for that, I'm not watching Little
yeah, I
League World
guess I'm
Series
okay
this
with
year,
it.
man.
I mean, I know of a 12-year-old that actually just turned 13, and I think still at that point, it's all about just trying to. Hey, you want to do something about that? To them at that age, I think it's still just about the sport, playing and having fun. So yeah, I don't think it was at the kid level. I think it might have been at parent level, but definitely at the coach level. So yeah, I guess I'm okay with getting rid of the coach and whoever
Right.
the administration was okay with it.
But don't punish the kids because they did win a game. It's not like
Okay,
they found them. Look,
what about if they did the whole Mark McGuire thing and just put an asterisk next to their team?
you know,
in the
but,
log
but it's
somewhere.
not like they altered equipment. There was no deflated balls. There wasn't corked bats. You know, it was nothing illegal done other than what the administrators did to bring other kids to play for that team. So
Yeah.
why punish the kids? That's the part I don't get.
I would need more information to make a concluded answer. I'm just curious to see how far out they went to
Okay,
get
Mimi.
kids.
Um,
I just got a tweet here from Sarah that listens to us on iRant Radio, and she's actually tweeting from Japan. I think this goes back a couple minutes. Where in the hell did you guys find that filthy, dirty engineer that keeps coming up with these 50 Shades memes that he's putting up on the screen? Not anymore, but we couldn't even describe some of the stuff that went up on the screen.
all right.
So I don't know where we got him. He must have come free with the building.
All right. So Jon Stewart.
I've heard. I read a headline. I just don't remember what the headline was.
He's leaving the Daily Show.
Wasn't he? Isn't he the guy that's taking over for Letterman?
No, Stephen Colbert.
Okay. Sounds the
Seriously,
same,
man.
man.
Do you even know what the Daily Show is?
I'm assuming it's a show that's on daily.
Do you even know who Jon Stewart is?
No, but I'm sure su madre lo conoce.
Wow, unreal. Anyways, Jon Stewart's been at the helm of the Daily Show for a little over 15 years now.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. It's a fun show.
Right. He's very funny, but he's very smart, and the way he goes after the politics.
He's a
and the
ranter.
politicians. Yes.
That's why. See, lo conozco pero de lejos.
That show is amazing, and he decided that it was time for him to move on and let somebody else have a shot at it.
So what's he gonna do?
And it was funny. He says he doesn't know what he's gonna do, but it's
Because
funny.
I would put him in the same category as Bill Maher, and I love Bill Maher.
Right.
I try not to miss that show on Friday nights.
So, anyways, we'll talk about this on the other side of this break. You listen to a Three Guys Rant.
And that's it. We'll be back.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive
exclusive brands like Westco Bank Mart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
Welcome back to another episode of the Three Guys Rant, and apparently now I'm down to one, because God knows where Mikey went, but he ran out of here like it was an emergency. So again, just wanted to say, make sure to check out our sponsor, Mucho Macho Michelada. Be prepared for the weekend. Go on their website, see what they're all about. You won't be disappointed. So, Mikey's
all right, I'm back, man. You're right. Jesus Christ.
I almost had a culinary experience. I mean, that's not right.
You know, thanks, man. Thanks for you yelling, man. There was only one wipe. So if we start smelling funny in here, you know what? I don't want to hear it, man. All right?
That's just wrong. So
Jon Stewart is leaving the Daily Show, and that is one of those things that it's kind of like when you have somebody who's done a role in a long-running TV shows, and
he's actually won awards for this show.
And they kill him off, and you just there's no way the show is going to be the same anymore.
You mean like Sons of Anarchy? That it was
horrible right.
At the end?
Things like that, man. Right. But he's always been...
Did he really have an Obama on the show, or is that photoshopped? Because that almost looks... Was he really on?
Yes. But what's amazing is that the way he goes after Fox News, he goes after both sides of the aisle.
So you're saying he's keeping the real up in the field?
Yep. And what was funny, too, is that when he made the announcement, there was already out there in the Twitter sphere and on the internet that he was considering leaving the show. Well, while they were taping the show, obviously the people that were in the audience had not seen these announcements yet. So when he made the announcement, people were like, you could hear it was a gasp of air in the studio and people telling him, no, and he's very well loved by his audience.
I'm assuming at the beginning of the show, as people were walking in, this stuff was hitting the Twitter sphere.
Correct.
So how long has he been doing it? 15 years?
A little over 15 years, yeah. It's going to be amazing to see who they can bring to
those are some big shoes to fill, man.
Yeah, very big. Very big. What I was thinking, though, is since Brian Williams is in hot water.
It's funny that you bring him up because that's where I was going to try to segue. This guy's leaving because he wants to leave.
Right.
The other guy is leaving because they're making him leave.
So he's going why don't they give the NBC Nightly News to Jon Stewart, man?
I think that would totally shake things up way too much. They would bleed money if they brought him on.
They would never do it, but because that's not the format that they want to have. But no, I don't think they would bleed money. I think it would. Bring the ratings way up.
I think ratings would go up, but I think advertisers would leave. They'd probably get people like the local pizza joint trying to get to advertise on that show.
But speaking of Brian Williams, he's been suspended for 6 months without pay, which is a big punishment because when you make millions of bucks, 6 months without pay, you're gonna be losing a few $1 million. However, I'm sure he's not gonna miss it that much because
you know what? Maybe he'll be on Jimmy Fallon more often doing the slow jams.
And a lot of people are saying that the comments that he's made that people are attacking him for have always been in that kind of context, when he's being interviewed somewhere else. So it's not like he's reporting the news and injecting this experience that he claims he had into it.
Because when he's doing his job, he's probably the most, if not one of the most professional news people you're ever going to come across.
Right.
But you expect him to kind of be the Mr. Rogers persona in real life, but he's not. He's a normal guy. He's
look, guys make stuff up.
It's funny that you say that because how many? Okay, guys, if you're out there listening, call in 855-693 guys. How many times when you're sitting around the table with your boys, drinking some scotch, smoking some cigars, whatever it might be, poker, pool, you're like, man, that girl I went out with last night, I went out with that girl last night kind of
Right.
stuff, And whether or not, I know we all embellish to some extent. We all, stroke our own egos because nobody else is going to do it. Whether that is the case of what he was trying to do or not, who knows? But you're right. It's not like he did it on the company's dime.
Right.
This was offsite, different interview.
Yeah, I mean the challenge is, but he is the head of NBC News, so the network, is worried about their losing credibility. People tuning away because they say, what, no, if this is the kind of people that they have on there.
Okay, but again, I understand it was a conversation one-on-one, and it just happened to be that millions of people were listening and watching the conversation. But I don't see how that conversation is directly related to the company.
Well,
was he really there?
It's related to his integrity, and
Okay.
if he's not, if he lacks integrity,
Mhm.
by association, people would think that NBC News is not a very
Well, let's backpedal a little bit for anybody that doesn't know the story with Brian Williams. Brian Williams, back in 2003, was in the Middle East.
He was in Iraq.
He was in Iraq, and he was the farthest American north of the fight, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I think he said he was about an hour north of where all the other American civilians were. I think there was 4 helicopters flying over.
Something like that.
One of them actually got hit with
RPG.
an RPG, which is a rocket
Propelled grenade.
grenade.
The helicopter that was flying right in front of the one he was on
Got hit.
Right.
So they did an immediate
They had to
descent,
come down,
and they
right.
had to land. He says it was one of the most brutal things he's ever gone through. He didn't even know anything can come down that quick without blowing up. And basically, they were out there, I think he said 3 days.
I can't remember the length of time, but the controversy is because he said that it was his helicopter, that he remembers looking down at the barrel of an RPG.
I
things
guarantee
like
you
that.
there was some truth in that.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the fog of war, you can see different things, but at the same time, I mean,
When you have that much adrenaline
Yeah,
pumping
right.
through you, I'm sure that certain things weren't exactly the way you remembered them.
right. So
Did his helicopter get hit? No.
No.
Was he fired? Was it fired in his direction? Absolutely. Did he have to land in a rush situation? Emergency
But you know what's
situation?
amazing
Yes.
though? The thing is that even back in 2003, when after all this happened, and he made the one of the first interviews, and he mentioned this, the pilot of the helicopter he was on,
El piloto?
El Piloto, notified NBC News, telling them, that is wrong. We were not fired at. We weren't hit.
Right.
And then this thing just went away. Nobody talked about it.
So how did it surface again? Do you know?
Apparently,
Is it the same piloto?
These people kept at it, saying, that's not true. That's not true. And somebody picked it up, and that's where it's at.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Again, I told you off air. Just him being there makes me respect the guy because I wouldn't have done it. I'd be like, hell no,
Yeah,
I'm
but there's
not
a
going.
lot of other reporters there, man. There's a
Right.
ton of them. Geraldo Rivera was there.
I'm sure somebody wished that he would have been in the one that got hit.
What's the other one? Muir
See, look,
from,
here's
from
Jon
ABC
Stewart
News.
and Mr. Williams.
Yeah. There was a lot of reporters out there. There was one, David Muir from ABC News, got actually a piece of shrapnel in his head and had to
Well,
almost died, actually.
You are a Marine. You were during wartime. You were there. Does it offend you saying that he was in a helicopter that didn't get hit? Are you
I guess
bothered by
now,
it?
No, I guess now I'm not that bothered. I'm thinking maybe.
So you have been bothered by it.
No. Well, I'm thinking if I was in the helicopter that he was on, and I know we didn't get shot at, yeah, it would bother me.
Right.
But not having been in the same situation, I don't see it that bad. The guy's had a long, illustrious career. I say, let's give him a break. But now they're investigating everything he's reported on.
That's a lot of stuff to investigate.
So now they could say, because another thing they're talking about is that when he was he was reporting from New Orleans after Katrina,
Mhm.
that he made a claim that he's seen a dead body float by, on a river by
I'd be willing
his
to
hotel
say
window.
that that's
type
probably
thing.
true too to some extent.
Right,
If it's
but now
if it's
people
live.
are even questioning that. So a lot of people are now
Do
they're
we
going to
know
start
what kind
trying
of
to find.
devastation there was in New Orleans
I
after
know,
Katrina?
I know, but you know how people are, man.
People
Especially
were,
in this age
people
of,
were on the roof
social
of their
media.
houses
Yeah.
because the water was so high. So I'm
Right.
sure that there's truth in it.
So, but in this day and age with social media and the likes, you know.
Again, I've always thought he's a class act reporter. I got to say, I really liked him after he came on Jimmy Kimmel and started again being a regular person and said, "Hey, what I do is a job. My job supports your hobby." And then he started doing slow jams. I mean, he's a down to earth guy. So after that, I really liked him. I do hope that he bounces back. I don't know if I see him coming back to NBC, but even if he doesn't, I'm sure somebody with any kind of two brain cells would pick him up.
I think so. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
How about if those two switched? How about if he goes and does a daily show and Jon Stewart takes over his spot?
You know what's funny? That this word out that he was lobbying to take over the Tonight Show. He wanted to be the host of the Tonight Show.
Really?
Yeah. So they're saying that he kind of wants to go in the show business direction.
Is that why he's on Jimmy Fallon as often as he is?
That's why they're saying that he does those rounds a little too often.
That's interesting. So again, this is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you to everybody that tunes in each and every week. Make sure to check us out at the3guysrant.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the Three Guys Rant. We love you all. Stick around.
If the truth hurts, then AM 1050 KCAA can be a real pain.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Moe's Bros Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's iRantRadio.com or Moe's Bros Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant radio show. Rock on.
All right, apparently this was a short commercial break. This is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you for everybody that listened to us on KCAA 1050 AM, KMET 1490, GCN, Genesis Communication Network, iRant Radio, and many more. Make sure to check out where you can hear us on our website, the3guysrant.com. Call us at 855-69-3guys. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the3guysrant.com. Now, I got a funny story, but I think you had something else you want to talk about before I get into these Penguins.
Yeah, real quick. I want to talk a little bit about the high cost of higher education in this country and what it's doing to our youth.
Apparently, you didn't pay and contribute to that fund because your English is horrendous. It's impossible.
So, it's just a sad state of affair when some upstanding young ladies have to go into porn.
I was going to say, are we talking about strippers?
Have to go into porn to pay for the college, man. And then when they're found out, they get kicked out of said college. I don't understand, man. They're being entrepreneurial and doing the right thing.
I thought you were going to say something else there.
So I don't know if you've heard about Kendra Sunderland. She used to go to Oregon State, and you're not
going to start talking about the pooper pecker, are you?
No.
Okay.
She famously filmed a live solo sex show at their library.
That one might have gone a little too far.
Why?
Because it's not like it's in their dorm.
Okay, so are you okay if it was in the dorm?
Hey, whatever you do in your room with your pooper pecker is okay. But in the library, when other people can see this, it's an issue.
I don't think that anybody could see her. She was
I'm
at
looking
the
at it
library
right now.
Yeah, but you see, it looks pretty empty. But then now, she was outed, and she had to.
I guarantee it was another girl that ratted her out.
Probably. So then she got out. Obviously, she dropped out of school, and
she's not bad looking.
She, if convicted, she could face up to 1 year and pay a $6,250 fine.
For doing what?
For doing that. For doing a live solo scene.
To what extent? Are we talking a boob?
No.
Okay, you see, I still don't see nothing.
Let's just say she was pleasuring herself.
Okay, I see her rubbing on her chest, but I'm not seeing any. I mean, again, you might
Okay,
want
we're
to
not
turn
running
around.
the whole thing here.
No.
Trust
but,
me.
But again, I don't see anything. She's got clothes on.
Okay, it's not like that the entire time. I mean, I've been told, and doing the research. I've been told.
Allegedly.
But what's amazing is that she's not the only one who's done that. I don't know if you remember Bill Knox, the Duke University student that I was outed. She was also doing porn.
That's a hell of a porn name, Bill Knox.
Bill Knox. Okay, she was doing porn, and somebody outed her out of Duke University. And then there's this other girl, Spencer Scott, who's also doing
That's
doing
a pretty
porn.
good name too.
Right. And those are all stage names. It's not the real names. But when
Wow,
this
if that is her, she actually
when-
is. She's actually very attractive.
when this keeps happening over and over again, instead of going after these young ladies and prosecuting them, we should talk about the high cost of these universities.
Okay,
that forces them to do this kind of thing.
I have one
Okay?
question. One question. If she gets kicked out of school for doing this, or anybody that's done any kind of porn activity, what happens with the student loan? Does it not have to get repaid?
Yeah.
Well, then, hell no! We need to fight this. We need to start taking a petition up.
I'm telling you, we should start a Kickstarter campaign to help these young ladies. Or better yet, we open our own university where this kind of activity is condoned.
I would open up a university where this is the only kind of activity that's condoned. But it's funny, how many celebrities have started in the porn industry and people don't even know it? I recently read an article. Sylvester Stallone, his first behind or in front of the movie camera scene was in a porno. Joey from Friends, I can't remember his real name.
Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah, apparently he started in porn. The ex-wife of Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, I think she started in porn as well. There was a lot of big names on this list that had no idea started their careers in porn.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Neither did I. But let's go back to talk about these college girls that are doing porn on campus.
All I'm saying, you know what? I think the system is forcing them to do this. So I think we should, besides, they're adults. I mean, they're 18, 20.
I mean, what is the whole thing with the school? Do they feel that they're doing this on their dime because there's a student loan?
They feel that, they're not upholding the standards of the school,
Okay. I know years back, there's actually been a couple Playmates which were huge, and they actually, I think, got kicked out of school because they posed in Playboy in their varsity sweaters.
Yeah, well, they were in Playmates. I don't know if you remember when Playboy used to have a section that was college campus cuties or something like that.
I don't remember because I don't read it, but please do tell.
And they would go to different schools, and then students would post.
Is this where Joe Francis got the idea from?
I don't know.
But, okay, something like that, I can see how it might hurt the school. Because,
How? How is it going to hurt the school?
Because they're going to say, okay, we condone our students, whatever you want to call them.
Students.
Doing wonderful women. God bless those women. To get in front of the camera and take their clothes off or do porn or end up on the stripper pole. I can kind of see the dean saying that. But if they're going to school, if they have good grades, if they have no affiliation with the school whatsoever, and they want to do a little, let's jam the webcam up certain regions.
That's
I don't
the
get
thing.
it.
It's just like saying, let's say she decided she wanted to be a
bartender. You know what? I guarantee it at some point a dean or some administrative something that's on payroll at the school was probably trolling some kind of website and came across like, oh my God, that's Cindy from my economics class.
I guarantee you her movie is probably in a lot of hard drives from administrators in the school. Because, hey, they got to do research.
You said hard.
So all I'm saying is, to what point? So they said she decided instead to be a bartender, and I said, oh well, you know what? We don't believe in people at a young age drinking. So if that's the only job
Well, that
leave.
ruins the entire college.
That's what I'm saying. So if she was
experience.
doing this on the side as a career,
She
if
can
you
do it
will,
on her side, on her stomach, on her back, on her knees,
I'm
whatever,
with
however
you.
she wants.
I'm saying. So at what point
is
the school?
Could this be why Obama came out and says we should do college free of charge?
I don't know. It could be. No, but that's not why. But still,
Obama, you got to take that back because we need more women working it out like this.
That's
So
right.
again, this is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you for everybody for sticking around for the whole hour. Make sure to check us out each and every week at the3guysrant.com. Tweet us, Facebook us, call us, text us. We'll all be here.